Why would I do that? Why would I even put myself through that? What are you talking about? I'm talking about the fact that yesterday was hell on earth for me. Okay, so I mentioned on Wednesday, maybe the other day, that I might not have done a video. And because I had a bunch of stuff. So, wait a minute, wrong. This save state, there we go. I who had a I had weeks to do the assignment for my law class, and I did nothing. So then I decided to do my law paper the same night I had to study for my pharmacology medicinal chemistry exam, and in addition to that, I kind of got pressured into going to a dinner hosted. It was a pharmacy dinner, basically, going over antimicrobial stewardship. And one of my professors is the president of the society that was going to present it. So, in my already limited time, I decided that I was going to go to a dinner and spend even more of my limited time. It was not good. And I figured the material was pretty easy, but I forgot what all was going to be on the test. And there was a section of that where the drugs, I was not at all familiar with them. Normally I have a little bit of familiarity with drugs because I work in a pharmacy and I'm used to filling them. But these were like some weird drugs that I have never known before. And when you're dealing with it that way, it's bad news. I studied at night, went to bed, got up, studied some more, went to school early, because I knew other students would be there and I could study with them. And I could not remember the names of any of the drugs at all. And, yeah, it was bad news. Luckily, however, when I took the test, I think the ones that I circled, the ones that I thought I didn't know, I apparently got most of them right. Where do I want to go in here? I know where I want to go in here. If not all of them right. If I get 100% on that test, it's going to be so bad for me because what I did was incredibly stupid and should never be done. Ah! Bollocks! Apologies to any of my British listeners, for whom that is a terrible word. Block. Ha! Can I get, like, some health, please? Give me this. Alright, no! Bubbles, no. Run. Do I have to kill these guys? Ow, you punk! No! Back it up. Back it up. There, gotcha. Ah! Stop doing that. Back it up. This is so difficult. So needlessly difficult, I should say. Alright, block, 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 block. And get out of the way, and then hit you guys through there. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. I love it. I actually like the word goody goody gumdrops. It's the word, the phrase. Back it up. Ah! Back it up. Nope. There's not enough room to run! Okay, back it up even more. Back it up even more. Back it up even more! Even more. Ow, even more. There we go, that's what I was hoping to do. Alright, head down here. So yeah, and I did manage last night to write my entire law paper except for the conclusion, which is arguably the most important part. And here, despite being blue, is the silver arrow. If you're wondering how I knew exactly where that was, I think I did mention last video that I was going to look up where it was, so I didn't have to waste more time wandering around everywhere. It's actually pretty close. I'm wondering how I didn't find it before, because that was actually... Whoa. Dude, guys. Oh, I gotta kill you to get through here. This is not good. Not good at all. Got one of you. Got the other one, and you gave me a heart. I'm happy. Huh. Yeah, I wrote my law paper. managed to get that done. I woke up in the morning, and I still had to finish the law paper and study for the other half of the test I had to take. It was bad. It was so bad. I was gonna have like a heart attack with so much work. And it'll all work out when I get my grade. I expect to get, and again, maybe my judgment is incredibly poor on this because I didn't get very much sleep and I didn't study particularly well, but maybe I will get a decent grade on the test. The paper, I don't really expect to get too much of a grade on because I did not put enough time into it overall. Where was I going to go from here? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to hit this. Come here. What the heck? I'm hitting right and he's walking up. Someone explain that to me. Get into there. Alright. Oh well. The paper I wrote was pretty much written for me to a degree. I mean, I got the topic. You're allowed to get the topic from wherever you want. And I got the topic from an article I had read. So I had an idea about what I was going to write about. And run through there. But the conclusion, they wanted you to, if there was something where you needed to write a letter to like a legislator or what have you, they wanted you to write it. And when you write a letter to a legislator, it's not just like a really quick letter. They're usually, 2 or so pages long, lots of text, lots of reasoning and what have you in there. And I just didn't have the time to do that. And even if I did have the time to do it, I don't like doing that stuff. I'm not a big fan of written assignments. I really hate writing assignments. In part because I procrastinate so much and put it at the end of the... I put it off to the end. I can't force myself to write until that procrastination comes about. Try forcing this down your throat, Gannet. Ow, I hit some... Ow! Where are you? Ah, gotcha. Ha! Punk. Ow! Where are you now? I wish I could tell. I could see him just so. When I do hit him... Ah, look at that. Okay, so now I have a bit of an idea. I want to know where he is in relation to the shots being fired. Like, dude... Ooh! Ah! Gotcha! In the... Ooh, that's bloody and gross. Alright, that was, If you can say one thing about The Legend of Zelda, it's that it has generally disappointing bosses. This was actually a kind of a cool fight. I like that he was invisible, but I think the game would be better if he appeared every couple times. Like, he'd shoot at you invisibly, 4 or 5 times, and then he would flicker into existence. Just a little bit, where you would kind of get an idea of where he is. Because here, you have no clue at all where he is standing. You have no clue. I mean, he doesn't appear unless you hit him, and the little energy balls fire from all over the room, and even if you're right next to where the energy ball's firing and you stab, you don't hit anything. Actually, that was kind of cool. Can I do that again? Yeah, kind of do it. I like it. When you manage to get him with his sword out when he turns, it looks like he's slashing. Oh well, let's head up here. And... I'm assuming that's Princess Zelda behind fire. I don't think you... Well, I suppose you could bomb the fire. Let's see if we can bomb the fire. Yes, you can! Awesome. Bombs put out fire. I figured they would. Are there any secrets in here? Like, can I push this block and find a secret staircase to Princess Toadstool? Because she's in another castle, and this might be it. No? Okay. Can I bomb Princess Zelda? She's immune to bombs! I wonder if I can light her on fire. She's a witch. She's gotta be a witch. I mean, come on. You light her on fire and nothing? And she's immune to boomerangs, which is the classic textbook sign of being a witch. Witches are immune to boomerangs. Yep, even arrows. I mean, there's just no accounting for good taste. Let's blow on this. I'm so happy I'm gonna play you a song. Oh, Zelda, I love you! Let's get down to my funky recorder music. Aw, yeah. Click. And I can teleport. I'm holding this shield up because I don't want to get hit. Urgh. She's so angry at me. Thanks, Link. You're the hero of Hyrule. Wow. Oh, jeez. Thank you. Finally. Finally. Peace returns to Hyrule. This ends the story. You candy ass. Alright. Executive producer, Yamauchi. Producer, S. Miyahone. Director, S. Miyahone and Tenten. Designer, Tenten. Programmer, T. Nakazu. Yachan Maru. Sound composer, Konchan. Another quest will start from here. Press the start button. Start. And I guess select start. Now this is... I have nothing at all. Let's see. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. It's a crappy sword. So apparently everything I just did was a dream. No. What we have here is the second quest, which I am not going to play. But for those of you who have never played The Legend of Zelda before, after you beat the game, you beat the game again. Except they move everything around. Nothing is where it was before, other than, like, that sword. Everything else gets moved, somewhere else. And it basically adds, you know, extra gameplay to the game. But, like I said, I'm not going to play it because pretty big waste of my time. I already sucked at the first game and didn't know where anything was, and it took 31 videos. So I'm not going to do it again. And so I'm about to choke on something, which is probably nothing. Anyway, quick review of the game. I enjoyed it. For an old school game, it plays like an old school game. It's very... what's the word I want? Offers absolutely no hints as to what to do. I mean, there are some hints in the game, but it really doesn't have a lot of explanation. Even reading the manual, which someone gave me, there's not a lot telling you what to do or where to go. Although I will say they do tell you where to go for the first 4 dungeons, and that's good. But they don't explain a lot of things, like pushing on the blocks to open doors and what to bomb and the fact that you can bomb open special places. These are all things that you'd have to learn on your own, which as a kid, if I had played this game as a kid, I would have had no problem. As I mentioned of it just a couple videos ago, maybe even the very last video, I had no problem as a kid going into Morph Ball mode in Metroid and bombing every single square in a level. I was a child, and I had that kind of free time on my hands. But now I do not, and so I needed... I did eventually have to break down and look a couple things up towards the end here just to speed things up. Would I play this game again in the future? Yes. I would probably use a manual for it, like a walkthrough, just at least a map, so I can remember where stuff is. But now that I've played it and I kind of know how everything works, I think I would go through it a little bit faster. And I would find it more enjoyable because I've had a little practice and it's not as... I don't want to say arcane. It's not as indecipherable as it would have otherwise been. I'm happy I ended this on a Friday, even if meant skipping videos in between. But much better than ending a Let's Play on a Monday. And yeah, game, 4 stars out of 5. I think The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time was a much better game, but obviously it had years of game development advances behind it. But I did enjoy it. I'm going to stop the music here for a sec. And just say that next week... No, not next week. Next week I have regular classes. The week after that are my finals. So we'll find out how much I need to disappear for that. But, you know, all's well that ends well. So this has been Let's Play The Legend of Zelda. This is Link, not Zelda, which is the source of so much confusion in children. Growing up, the difference between Link and Zelda was something that you did not know unless you had played The Legend of Zelda. And we'll find out on Monday what game I want to play. And for those of you who have been waiting, yes, it will be a Flash game because I enjoy Flash games, and by playing this, I have not been playing too many of them, and I want to get back into it. So, until next time, bye bye.